absolutely clueless. That's what these gurus truly think you are. Now, I'm being serious. They think you're another stupid bozo just begging to be milked of your hard-earned cash. Now, doesn't that just make you mad? I mean, are there any limits to what these so-called gurus and actors will do? We're talking about strippers. I've seen bad actors, and I've even seen a blonde bombshell showing off her best assets. It's getting crazy. Now, over the last few months, I'm sure you've seen it all. And that just tells you one thing. These so-called marketers are getting desperate. Now, they hide behind out-of-work TV extras and just trick you into buying the latest piece of broken BS software. Well, you know what? This all stops now. I'm talking right now. Let's just cut the crap. Hi, my name's Mo Muller, and these same scumbags tried to hold me back too. Now, of course, they never told me this to my face, but they said I was naive, a complete dreamer. I was stupid and even a complete idiot. And by the way, they think the same thing about you. Because although every single thing I tried to make money online had failed miserably, I had one simple little idea. An idea that they said could never be done. Well, look, now those gurus and non-believers are busy eating crow, chewing on their own words. Now, I've created an automated money-getting app. And do you know how I created it? It's because, as you'll see in a moment, I didn't know what couldn't be done. So let me ask you a question now. Are you stupid enough to get insanely rich? Seriously? And are you so totally clueless that a 5-figure financial deposit just somehow finds its way into your bank account? Well, I tell you what, I sure as heck know I am. You see, I don't know a goddamn thing about putting up a website, search engine optimization, pay-per-click ads, Facebook advertising, and any of those damn article writing skills. Not a thing, seriously. And you know what? Quite frankly, I'm proud of that fact. So look, if you're as dumb as me, then you have everything you need right now online to make a complete killing in the next 7 minutes. Now, I want to share a secret with you. When I first dreamed up this idea for a totally automated money machine, it had never occurred to me why nobody else had ever released anything like it before. It's absolutely revolutionary. And the best part is it works with zero startup cost and unlimited free traffic. Now, you can be up and running by tonight. And I'm talking about waking up in the morning to an affiliate account bulging with commissions. Does that sound like a good idea to you? It sure seemed like one to me. But when I suggested this exact same blueprint to a crack team of programmers, they simply laughed in my face, and I didn't even understand why. I'm being serious, it's 100% true. They thought I was a freaking idiot. And you know what, maybe they're right, but an idiot that now pulls in this kind of money. Now, I just want you to check out this one account in a very popular niche that I've set up, configure the software, and then let it run. Now, as you can see, these are some insane paydays. We're talking about $10,000, $8,000, $9,000 in the space of a few weeks. And as you can see, there's over $1,000 per day minimum just in this one account for this one niche. And this is running on complete autopilot by itself. And will continue to run, bringing in serious passive income every single day. You see, they didn't expect somebody like me with zero experience, absolutely no history of making money online. Somebody who was the greenest of newbies to discover the solution to making money automatically online. But when this stupid little red money machine buzz-clicked and just wired into action for the very first time, nobody had ever seen anything like it. And it's all because I had no idea what was possible. Or importantly, what was impossible. I had no barriers or boundaries at all. I was a complete and utter newbie who didn't know any better. And because of this so-called ignorance, this piece of game-changing software is alive and cranking out cash right now, today. So maybe you're asking yourself, how does this all work? Well, look, it operates silently and stealthily, secretly siphoning off a raging flood of traffic and cash automatically. Now, in a second, I'm going to give you access to the same stealth software. But first of all, let me just back up for a sec. Now, I'm betting that right now, you're just feeling a bit pissed off at just how making money online is turning out for you. It's like there's a solid wall between you and making easy money online. I mean, there's so much talk about huge bundles of cash being made on the internet. Maybe you need to ask yourself this question. Where's your cut? Now, if you're anything like I was, then your ClickBank account probably looks like this. And your blog, if you even have one, is like a billboard in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Seriously, no one's ever going to see it. Now look, maybe you got sucked in building those sniper sites and you're really hoping somebody will buy those weight loss pills through your link so you can make that whopping $20 commission. I don't know, once every 6 months. Or perhaps you're cranking out AdSense ads. And how much is that making now? Like $1 a day on each site? And then you've got to build like 100 sites to get to that magical $100 windfall? Google must be laughing their asses off at that one. Now listen, before you run back to your email box to be blindsided by one of those fake gurus with their hype claims, don't do anything else until you watch this very short video. Look, I've been fooled by them exact same marketers just like you, so I know exactly what you're feeling. And I used to believe every single word that came out of their mouths. And like I said, that was pretty silly. But that also made me naive enough to dream up a money machine. A money machine that shouldn't work, but just does. To the tune of $30,425.46 all in 14 days. And that's all without Google, SEO, PPC, you name it. In fact, you know what? You're not even going to have to worry about traffic at all, or paid advertising of any kind. You're not even going to have to write another one of those stinking articles ever again. Am I being clear enough for you? You see, all that stuff that you've been told is necessary, you can simply forget it. Because the real genius behind this software is an ultra sneaky traffic generation technique that just really sucks traffic out of Google and turns it into cold, hard cash with your name on it. And this is the part that they said couldn't be done. They're crazy. Because you see, when you see it, you're just going to be amazed. You can finally start making money with zero startup costs and without any backbreaking work whatsoever. You're going to jump straight to the part where the money just starts flowing in, leapfrogging over all the technical stuff, all the article writing, all the traffic generation and the hoping and praying, and just skipping all of it and getting straight to the good stuff. But before I show you exactly how to do that, let me tell you how it all started. Now, a few months back, I was so desperate I sold myself out. That's right, I sold my soul to one of those great guru gods in the sky. Let's just call him Mr. K for now. You see, I so needed to make that money that I offered to work for this guy for free. Now, to be honest, if I told you his name, you'd know exactly who he is. He's one of the California guru crew, you know, one of the richest, and he's at a handful of clickbank number ones, and in fact, I bet his name's in your inbox right now. But look, I was sick of logging into my clickbank account every single minute just to see big fat zeros across the board. I was tired of it. And I figured out that by hauling myself out just for a little while, I'd at least be able to find out what really went on behind the scenes. I mean, how these guys really made so much money. I had to know. So I was just doing simple everyday tasks, like replying to customer emails, most of whom were just seriously pissed off by the way, talking to his Filipino outsourcers and also his programming team. Now I'll admit, it was a crappy job, yep, but at least I could do it in my spare time while I was away from my stinking cubicle day job which I didn't want to be around at all. But pretty soon, things started to get real ugly. Now I found out that this guy was willing to do anything to grab a clickbank number one, and I'm talking about anything. He would screw over all of his staff, all of his graphic team, the copywriter. He used them and just abused them. And you know what? He'd even suck up to JV partners and then cheat them out of their hard-earned commissions and prizes. My eyes had been totally wrenched open. This was behind the scenes, and I just didn't like what I was seeing. But importantly, I got to see exactly how this guy really made money. And it had absolutely nothing to do with any of the stuff that he'd been releasing in his products. No way. It was insane. But look, do you know the best part? I had access to all of his resources. So I started thinking, what if I could take what I'd been exposed to, you know, all of his programming team, his outsourcing team, and put it all to work on my personal money machine idea? I know, it was pretty sneaky, but I was desperate. So I jumped on Skype with the guru's personal team of programmers, and I simply said to them, hey guys, why don't you just make a program that does X and save us all the time and effort? There was total silence. Then they just roared with laughter. It made me feel like a total idiot. But looking back on it, I don't even blame them. Because I was asking for something that was so over the top, so demanding, but so ridiculously simple at the same time that to the programmers it seemed like an impossible, unrealistic idea. But back then, I simply did not know any better. So cool, I thought I'll get back to work. Just feeling a bit embarrassed and ashamed. Until a few weeks later, I saw a Skype message just pop up. I'll do it. I was confused. It was from one of the programmers who had been listening in. And I wasn't sure if he was taking pity on me, whether he wanted to challenge me, or simply if he was joking. But do you know what? I didn't care. I just simply said, go for it. After all, he'd be working on my idea and getting paid by the guru at the same time. That's pretty sweet. But the thing is, after that conversation, the programmer just disappeared into thin air. Not a word. Now weeks went past, and in the meantime I just carried on working with Mr. Guru. But quite frankly, the way he treated me and other people just made me feel dirty. I didn't want to be involved in this stuff anymore. And I definitely didn't want to answer any more pissed off customer emails and pretend that like it was their fault, when really it wasn't. So I quit. And when he asked me why I was quitting, I just told him, go shove it. You guys are posers. And I quickly found myself back to square one. Back to that empty ClickBank account, and back to that 9 to 5 employment hellhole. Now, it had been about 2 months since I spoke to the programming team, when I saw this strange email just pop into my inbox. But this email changed everything. Now, it was a zip file from the programmer with a very short note. Hey Mo, try this on. Instantly, adrenaline just rushed through my veins. Is this guy serious? Had he done it? Had he actually created the software I'd asked him for? And if so, I knew I'd never have to work for any guru or anybody ever again. I unzipped it, clicked my mouse a few times, and everything suddenly became so clear. All the years of struggle had suddenly become worth it. This right here was it. This was the breakthrough I'd been hoping for. All I had to do was click a few buttons and it went straight to work for me. It silently hacked into endless floods of free traffic and income few ever knew about. Now within about 3 days or so, money started to trickle in. Okay, cool, it wasn't that much. And I'm not going to pretend like it was. But you see, just those few commission payments made me a believer. This software really works. Then I realized I could quickly crank things up just by tweaking a few small things on the software. Now over the next 2 weeks, the commissions got fatter and the big money started to flood in. Now fast forward to today, and this kind of money in my account is a regular occurrence. Now seriously, would this kind of money make a difference to your life? I mean look, it sure as hell made a difference to mine. I mean just the feeling of telling my boss to go shove it was a sweet feeling. But you know what was even sweeter? Shoving my proof right into that guru's face and in the face of all those poser programmers that couldn't get the job done. Fakers. But look, none of that is as sweet as waking up in the morning to see a fresh flood of cash and commissions in my affiliate accounts each and every day. And I just want you to imagine that for a second. You boot up your laptop while drinking your morning cup of coffee, and you're just eager to see how much money you pulled in overnight. It's just an indescribable feeling. Now I know I can do whatever I want for the rest of the day, whether that's going to golf or taking my girlfriend shopping or just chilling at home and relaxing. It really doesn't matter to me. Because you see, this automated money machine just cranks out cash and commissions relentlessly. It's insane. But look, here was my dilemma. Now any smart marketer probably would have just kept this for himself. I mean, why let anybody else get their hands on the same piece of software that was making a killing? But look, when you've seen what I've seen, and you've been in the places that I've been into, and you've seen how the guru cartels secretly operate and their serious and very real hatred for the little guy who unwittingly funds their lavish lifestyles, you just don't want them to have that kind of advantage, ever. I mean, why should you and I help the rich get richer? Especially when their way to treat others is frankly disgusting. So if you're still with me, I want to level the playing field. And I want you to be able to stick it to those slimy bastards just milking you every single day of your hard-earned cash. And on top of that, I believe in sharing the wealth. There's more than enough to go around. Now you see, I was right where you are right now, on the outside looking in. My face just pressed up against the glass. But I broke through it, and I know you can too. So if you use the software, you'll make money. But it won't affect me from making money. We'll just carry on profiting together. Can you say win-win? Because as soon as you hit the payday button on the software, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And remember, there's no hard work or experience needed or even required here. You don't need to write a single line or even understand a piece of code. You just push a button, configure the software system, and watch your account bulge with commissions day in, day out. Look, the programmer made it totally idiot-proof. Just click this, now click that, you can't go wrong, you can't screw up. It's frankly impossible. Now look, I'm not saying use the software once and you'll instantly make a 6 or even 7 figure online. But let's say setting up just one instant affiliate payday income